Pakistan International Airlines just got sold for 10 billion rupees. And I have a question for you. What if you bought that? What you gonna do to make the PIA great again? I mean, when people think about PIA, they think about unclean environment, bad crew behavior, turbulence, crashing, danger, these kind of things. So how you gonna change that perception? In this brand strategy 101 masterclass discussion, whatever, I will share three strategies that you can use to change the people's perception and make PIA great again. Two of the strategies are for internal branding and one is for external, I mean for the public facing. So the first strategy is reposition the brand. Currently, the overall positioning of PIA is they are great people to fly with, but the overall experience when somebody fly with them is just totally opposite and not aligned with the claim that they are great people to fly with. So instead, I will reposition the brand and use a positioning that is already in people's mind. When you search about Pakistan on YouTube, you will find many foreigners and people say that Pakistan is a very hospitable country. So I've repositioned the PIA and own this position of hospitality and claim PIA is the most hospitable airline in the world. And then I will redesign the customer experience around this positioning of hospitality without forcing it. So, this will be the first strategy, owning a position that you already own in people's mind. Second strategy will be changing the name. I mean, PIA is a good name, nothing's wrong with that. But when people hear about it, they associate the brand with bad attributes. They have very negative perceptions when they think about and when they hear this name. So I will change the name. By the way, PIA also need a rebrand. I mean visual identity rebrand. So for the name, I will simply rename it to Pakistan Airlines. This will give PIA a new opportunity to redesign the perceptions around this new name when people hear about it. So this is the second strategy, changing the name that has negative perceptions in people's mind. The third strategy is redesigning the customer experience around this new positioning, which is the most hospitable airline in the world. And how they can do that? First, figure out all the touch points in customer journey where customer interact with the brand. Once you list that down, then either you can anticipate or ask your customers about what are some problems they experience while engaging with the brand on these different touch points in the customer journey. So you have to list down all the problems that your customer experience in at all touch points. Once you do that, now take one problem and figure out all the possible solutions that you can offer to solve these problems. And you have to do this for all the problems. And at the end, you will have this huge list of solutions. The last step will be trim stack. You have to trim and stack and figure out all the solutions that are high value and low cost and start providing those solutions immediately because they are high value and low cost. And eventually, when the brand starts earning some stuff and grow, then you can also start providing high value and high cost solutions as well to make the perception even more positive and make the brand even more big and great. So the third strategy was redesigning the customer experience around the new positioning. So what's your thoughts about this? Do you agree with me or you completely disagree? The comment box is open. Share your opinion. Hope this video is helpful for the people who are interested in learning strategy and branding, these kind of stuff. So I will come back in next video with some other tips. Peace.